What is the function of a family? This last school quarter, fall of 2017, I endured an extreme loneliness and anguish. And in doing so, and at the same time, held resentment for always having initiated conversations and connections in my life, and for that reason did not want to initiate conversations about my loneliness and anguish. I went home for Thanksgiving break, and my family could tell that something was deeply wrong. I felt completely uncomfortable coming forward and talking about it, though. And I came back to school and pondered it, because in reflection, I think I've met a great many people. The majority of people I meet would consider family to be part of their core values, and their family unit to be at their core. And in a sense, I think for the majority of people, family represents the retreat point, somewhere that you could always retreat to muster your strength again. And I don't think I've ever felt in my whole life that family is my retreat point. I have never felt like family is a retreat point. And this experience of being home for break, everyone knowing that something was wrong, and me feeling like I couldn't talk about it, posed the question in my mind, why is my family not a retreat point in my mind? Because my family has always been supportive. They've always been communicative that they are supportive. They've always been communicative and have always given me and my siblings undeniable, unending, permanent love. There has never been a violent incident or painful experience to make my siblings and I question such love and unending support. And it has always been communicated to us that, yes, we may always come to family as a retreat point. So I was wondering, why do other people consider their family to be a retreat point? Why do I not? I came back from Thanksgiving break and continued to suffer extreme anguish. Come winter break, I went back home and for some weeks remained quiet, because the only thing on my mind was my loneliness, and I felt like I could not talk to family about it. They were not my retreat point. I did not have one. Then Christmas morning, I broke down in a ball of tears. During the opening of my presents, I could not stop thinking about, what is the point of having material goods if I have no one to share it with? My sister Catrielle, who I love very much, noticed and eventually asked, Elijah, what's wrong? You're crying. At which I broke down, and Christmas morning paused. My dad rushed over and held me and asked me what was wrong. And again, I felt uncomfortable speaking about my experience and was wondering, why is my family not my retreat point even in this moment? I ran upstairs to my room and cried a sad cry. And my dad ran upstairs and sat down in front of me. I was sitting in the corner and asked me, Elijah, what is wrong? And I began to open up to him about my unending loneliness, my huge despair from new, very lonely experiences here at Western in Bellingham that I've never experienced before. And but there were many things on my mind, and I offered him only a small glimpse into what was going on in my soul. My dad, in return, opened up to me a little bit about his lonely experiences. After this conversation, I did not feel much closer to my dad or more connected and still feel very disconnected from my parents, especially, a little bit so to my siblings. But for some reason, it really helped. I immediately felt better. I went back downstairs, finished Christmas, happy with my family and the material goods we received, and for the rest of break, played board games with my cousins, and laughed with my siblings. And by the time break had ended, I was completely healed and rejuvenated. And now I'm circling back to the question, why is my family not my retreat point? Am I not connected enough to them? It's raising other questions that I would like to hear your answers to, which are, let's see, what are they? What function is family to you? What functions do your parents role? What functions do your parents provide? What functions do your siblings provide? And could those functions be fulfilled through other means, or is there something special about a family that cannot be imitated? I want answers to these questions. If that is the case, I have been missing out on something for my whole life. If that is not the case, then life's just one big shittery. Let me know.